Between the 16th and 19th centuries, a shadow fell across the Atlantic. Over 10 million Africans were forcibly taken from their homes, shipped across the ocean, and sold into slavery. This was the largest forced migration in human history, a human tragedy measured not just in numbers, but in lost lives, broken communities, and stolen futures. The journey began in diverse regions across the continent, from the dense forests of West Central Africa, the Bights of Benin and Biafra, the Gold Coast, and the Senegambia. Entire communities, Yoruba, Igbo, Akongo, Mand, were uprooted. Each journey started with violence, fear, and uncertainty, as men, women, and children were marched for weeks or months to coastal forts, often under deadly conditions. Looking at the numbers, we see a heartbreaking map of loss. Approximately 45% of all enslaved people came from West Central Africa, making it the largest single source of captives. The Bight of Benin, known tragically as the Slave Coast, along with the Bight of Biafra and other coastal regions, contributed millions more. The captives were overwhelmingly young adults, mostly between the ages of 15 and 30. The very people who would have built the future of their societies. Men outnumbered women nearly 2 to 1, a grim reflection of the brutal labor demands waiting for them on the plantations of the Americas. The voyage itself, the Middle Passage, was a voyage of death. They packed into the holds of ships in unimaginably cruel conditions. Many died from disease, starvation, or abuse. Historians estimate that a staggering 10 to 15% of all captives never survived the journey. Of those who did arrive in the Americas, the vast majority were sent to Brazil and the Caribbean to work on sugar plantations. A smaller, though significant, number, around 4 to 5% of the total, ended up in North America. The demographic impact on Africa was catastrophic. Societies were left depleted, with distorted gender ratios and disrupted populations that hindered development for generations. Yet from this immense tragedy, something powerful endured. African cultures, languages, traditions, and resilience survived the crossing. They took root in new, hostile soil and transformed the Americas, creating the vibrant and influential diasporic communities that are still an integral part of our world today. This is more than history. It is a reminder of individual lives lost, families torn apart, and the enduring strength of a people in the face of unimaginable hardship. The Atlantic slave trade reshaped continents, leaving scars that remain visible in societies around the globe. Understanding the demographics of this human catastrophe is not just about statistics, it's about remembering the humanity behind the numbers and honoring the legacy of those who were lost.